Hey fragrance family, it is your favorite nurse practitioner to smell good NP, and today I am talking about 12 fragrances that once they're done, I won't repurchase in my collection, and I'll tell you why. So, as a fragrance connoisseur or fragrance lover, I found that since I've been collecting, I have quite a few fragrances that I kind of don't reach for much. And this year I am trying my best to make sure that I am dating my collection, that I am going into my collection and then I'm shopping it and then I'm wearing some of those fragrances that are not getting the attention that they need. So I went through my collection and I looked at a few fragrances that I know that even if I wear them now, that I probably would never repurchase again. Now, there are certain fragrances, and I will do a video about that too, that will always be in my collection forever and ever and ever, that I feel like I cannot live without. But these 12 are ones that I'm okay. It doesn't mean that I don't like them. It just means that maybe not right now. Okay, my first fragrance is from Donna Karan, and it is the Donna Karan Cashmere collection. So I do have 3 fragrances from this collection. This one is the Cashmere and Tiare Flower, and I don't dislike it. I love sweet florals. I don't dislike it. It can get green sometimes on my skin, but I don't feel, as you can see, I've had this for now over a year and I don't reach for it much. Now, I do feel like this needs to be worn a little bit more in the summertime, just for me personally, but I don't see, it's so much in here. I don't see myself ever repurchasing this again. Right now, I don't feel like I want to declutter it, but I know that this would not be a backup bottle worthy fragrance for me. My next fragrance is one that I honestly absolutely love, but I found a better version of it. And actually, I already have the inspired by or dupe version of the original, but I found one even better than that version. So what I am talking about is I am talking about Khamrah's Dtoskana, and this is supposed to be inspired by Angel Share's Paradise. I love this fragrance. As you can see, I do have a little bit of a dent in it. It is beautiful, and I definitely want to keep this in my collection. However, I found one that I love a little bit more, and I think I love the raspberry note in this one much more. You've heard me talk about it, and it's none other than Rayhan's Valhalla. And I love this fragrance. This fragrance smells so good. It's a little bit sweeter. The Khamrah is a little bit more boozier, but it's something about this fragrance that makes me fall in love. I am really enjoying the Rayhan line, and this one, I feel like I will repurchase this one, but once this is gone, I'm okay not having this one in my collection. This next fragrance is one that either you like it or you hate it, and it was definitely a like for me. I enjoyed it. I had a smaller bottle of it, and I actually upgraded to a larger bottle because I enjoyed it. But that was before its sassy big sister or little sister, however you want to say, came out, and I don't feel like I need both of them in my collection. And what am I talking about? I am talking about Metier Premier's vanilla powder. Now, I really enjoy vanilla powder. I use it. I think it's a great fragrance. Again, this is not a safe blind buy. However, I have fallen in love with vanilla powder extract. This one is just, the tonka in here is nice and sweet, and it's not as sharp as the original one. And so for me, I think people that could not tolerate the original vanilla powder, they can tolerate this one a little bit better. So I thought about possibly decluttering this because I don't feel like you need both of them in your collection. However, I just got an attachment to it. I really do enjoy it. But once this is gone, I won't repurchase it because I am enjoying the extract. Now, the next fragrance that I am talking about is a fragrance that I have grown to love. I liked it, but now I am loving it. However, I like the inspired by version a little bit better. So once this is gone, I only have a small bottle because I was on the fence when I first got it. But that is Dama Bianca by Cirto. I really enjoy this fragrance. It's just such a pretty, like, it makes me feel like a pretty queen lady, you know, kind of fragrance. However, Haramain came out with Jadun Noir, and y'all, This one is more beast mode. To me, it lasts and performs better. And I feel like I don't need to replace Dama Bianca because I have this one. And I actually find myself reaching for this one a lot more. It is just, to me, it projects more. I get compliments on this one. It just to me outperforms the original. So I won't be replacing it once it's gone. I do rotate and sometimes I'll spray them together. But yeah, I'm okay with the inspired by version of this fragrance. My next fragrance is one that was another controversial fragrance. People just was very disappointed, and I think they were disappointed because of the other fragrance that came out from this line that blew everybody's mind. And I am talking about Maison Mataha's Peach Velours. So I saw a lot of people say that this just did not wow them. I think that this is a beautiful peach fragrance. I love the airiness of it. It's just clean peach, slightly sweet, not too green, but just a juicy peach. I like this fragrance, but I have enough peach fragrances in my collection that I don't feel that I need to replace this one. I actually own the Guerlain, a Guerlain peach fragrance that I enjoy. And so once this is gone, I don't see myself replacing it. I do enjoy it though. I really do. And I think it just layers well with so many different things, and it's not doing too much. I think this is a very pretty fragrance, but is it backup bottle worthy in my collection? No. Now, this next fragrance, you're going to be like, girl, you enjoyed this fragrance. There's no way you got that big of a dent in it if you didn't. I did buy this as a partial. It was pretty much full, but it was a partial. It was pre-owned. But I am talking about Parfums de Melora. This is a cute fragrance, but it doesn't wow me. And I used it, but I go back and forth because I am getting into my clean, musky, powdery kind of like era. And this gives me that vibe. But do I feel like I need it in my collection? I do not. And I know that Genre Parfums has a inspired by version. I think I would be okay with purchasing that rather than purchasing a refill of Melora. I don't hate it, but I just don't feel like I need a new bottle in my collection. Now, I know I'm going to say this name wrong, but the next fragrance is from Nishane, and I think it's Zene. But either way, this is a really nice fragrance. I actually have really used this fragrance and it's almost gone. But I don't feel like I need a backup bottle. This layers so well with so many fragrances. I think this is a beautiful fragrance, but I don't feel like I need it in my collection. It just does not wow me. It does not stand out in the crowd. And I love me some Nishane 100 Silent Ways. You know that I've gone through multiple bottles. But this one, I'm okay with letting this one go when it's done. And it's almost there. I probably got half left in this bottle. I use it. It smells good to me. It's just not a wowing fragrance that I feel like I need to replace. My next fragrance is one that I wanted so bad. I was thinking about this fragrance 24/7 and I wanted it. I smelled a sample. But guys, since I purchased this fragrance, I have not reached for it. And that is Gardini Dtoskana's Bora. I actually like this fragrance. It is definitely a fragrance that is going to be for your summer vacation, hot weather. It is actually really pretty, but I maybe sprayed this once. I definitely am going to keep it. I am going to make sure that I pull for it this summer, but once it's gone, I don't feel like I need it. I feel like I have some inspired by fragrances and other fragrances that can do the job of Bora, and I just want to use it because it is a beautiful summery vacation-y fragrance, but not backup bottle worthy in my collection. So I have another controversial fragrance, and I must admit, the people that say that, I can see why this is too much for people. I can see why they don't love it, and because it's a little heady, it's a little too sweet. I don't hate this. Now, to be honest, I must layer this with another fragrance in order to enjoy it. So the fragrance I'm talking about, I am not gonna say this name correctly, no judgment. It is by Tamavichi. It's Ghetto. Yeah, we call this Ghetto Bananas. So that's something that we call it in the TikTok world. A couple of my mutuals call this Ghetto Bananas, but it's Ghetto Iana's, whatever. But either way, I will not repurchase this one again. Tamavichi has blown my mind with their fragrances. This is the only one that I'm not a great fan of. I don't hate it. I would give this a 6.5 out of 10. Anything over a 6 or over, I keep in my collection. But do I feel like I need this? No, I think this is just too heady. It's too gourmand. It needs something to ground it. And so I find myself trying to reach for ouds or something to pull, like to center it and to make that base a lot stronger. Because to me, this fragrance seems like it's just like very heavy and syrupy and over sweetened. So for me, after this is gone, this honestly might be a declutter, but I am going to give it a chance this summer. So this might be a declutter, but for me, Ghetto Bananas is not going to be replaced. This next fragrance is a fragrance that I smelled a sample of it and fell in love. I put it on my skin and fell in love. And I don't know why I don't reach for it more. There's something alluring about this fragrance in the notes. I love this rose fragrance. It's like a watery but slightly sweet rose. And I am talking about La 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 Rose, La 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 Rose by Whind. I don't know if I am saying that right, but you get the drift. This is a beautiful rose fragrance. It is not a gourmand rose, so it's not over sweet, but it's something very alluring in this fragrance. The notes just they come together so well, and I do enjoy it. As you can see, there is a little bit of a dent in there. However, do I feel like I need this fragrance in my collection forever? I don't. Even though I am enjoying it and I will reach for it, I'm going to make sure I reach for it a little bit more just to get it done. I will not be purchasing another one of these after I'm done. Okay, the reason why I am not going to purchase this next one is because honestly, I feel like the inspired version did a good job with it. I feel like you get more for your money with the inspired version. So I feel like I don't want to spend the money on the OG. Now, I have used this fragrance, but now since I have the inspired version, I have kind of left it alone because I love the bottle and I want to keep the bottle in my collection. And I am talking about Cirque du Soleil, okay, by L'Eau de Parfums. I like this. I'm a gourmand girl. This is so nostalgic to me. As you can see, there's a beautiful dent in here. But once this is gone, and I probably will let it get down to like right here and just keep the bottle because I love a beautiful bottle. It's a work of art. So it's something that I like to keep close to me. And I will definitely probably keep this bottle. However, I have Doora. And Doora, you get more bang for your buck. As you can see, there is already a dent in here. I think they did a good job. Is it spot on? No, but it's close enough. 90%, 85 to 90% similar. I could do the job with this for way, way cheaper. So as much as I do enjoy the Cirque du Soleil perfume, I am okay with Doora. I feel like it does the same thing for a more affordable price. Last but not least, it is a fragrance that I go back and forth with. I like this fragrance one moment and then I'm like, it's okay. And then the next moment I like it. Then the next moment I'm like, it's just okay. I don't dislike it at all. It's a beautiful fragrance, but I don't reach for it. And this is Scenic Rose by Letta. So this is a pretty watery, airy, slightly, it's just, it's very pretty. It's almost a little sparkly. This fragrance. However, I don't reach for it. And the times that I have reached for it was to go to bed. And so as much as I like the company Letta, I love their Oars fragrance. I have the perfume and the body cream. This one is just okay to me. So once it's gone, I will probably get rid of it. And I have a couple of roses that's kind of similar to this. Sniff has a rose that's very similar that I think I like a little bit more. But again, I go back and forth with this fragrance because I don't know, but I know for sure that I won't be repurchasing it. Okay, fragrance family, that is it. That is 12 fragrances that I honestly really enjoy. However, I have either found alternatives or I just feel like it's not necessary in my collection. One thing you'll know about me is that I don't keep anything that I'm not going to wear. I am the declutter queen. So listen, definitely check my Mercari out. I have links in the information area on these videos. Feel free to check those links out. I do occasionally go through and clean out my collection and try to declutter. So definitely take a look. Thank you so much for watching. If this is your first time, y'all subscribe and come back. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And you got to come back because you're going to need your prescription refill for next time. All right. So y'all have a wonderful day and I'll see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.